What's going on? I'm back with another video, and no, I'm not at my local Walmart or Target checking out the pegs, seeing what's new. I'm here to show y'all the three figures you see in front of y'all. The three Spider Hawks I purchased on eBay. I don't know if you want to call them bootleg figures or just figures from another country. From my understanding, when I talked to the seller on eBay, he said that they were made in another country. I didn't ask where, he didn't tell me, so let's get right into it. He had three different color variations, which is the silver and black with the red Hulk. Then he had this light blue with the red on the green Hulk, and then you got the other green Hulk back here, and this one is black, blue, and silver. So those are the colors. The only one with the red Hulk is this silver one. As you can see, the face and his knuckles, and you get the toes down here, they're red. As for these two, they're the green Hulk. There is a lot of detail in these figures. When I purchased them, I mean, they didn't come in any sort of blister pack or box like that came from wherever they made these toys. They were just like packaged like from the seller in like a Ziploc bag with some bubble wrap and all that. I asked them after I purchased them, I mean, not that I wanted them to come sealed, but just out of curiosity, I mean, I was just wondering, when he purchased them, did they come in some sort of package, advertising package, or when you buy a sealed toy at your retail store, they come in a package. But he said no. He said that that's the way they come, just loose. They do come with they each come with they each come with two heads. So each one comes with let's get this one a little closer. They each come with the head like this, as you can see, with the Hulk, half a Hulk and half Spiderman. You could see some little detail on there. So they each come with that head, and then they come with a Spider-Man head. So like that one right there came with the two green Hulks. They came with this head. Then the red Hulk, which is silver, came with the silver head. So we'll put these here so that way keep them in the camera view. They did each come with two heads. We'll get into that part shortly. But I guess if you want to use the term bootleg, you could, because I mean, these things are like homemade. They do, let's get into they do bend at the elbow. The arm moves. They're not really smooth moving parts, but they move. I mean, it ain't nothing to complain about. As you can see, they both move. The head moves too. The head turns. The leg moves. Bend at the knee. Then the feet don't. So I mean, they're, don't get me wrong, I think they're kick-ass figures. They're heavy. I think that's one thing that I do like about them, is that they're heavy figures, and they do have tons of detail. As you can see, we got a rip back here. You got some rips right here, rips under the arm. So as far as detail, they're pretty detailed. I mean, the painting, now that I say painting, let's get into that. The painting, I don't know if they get these things painted by hand or how they paint them, but like when I first opened them, they had like a little smell to them, like, not, I guess you could say fresh, not paint, they just had a smell to them. And I guess it had to do with the paint job or whatever they used to coat the paint with. But I mean, it's not perfect. As you can see right here, the blue over spreads right here on the red. Same over here. So they do it does, the paint isn't perfect. Like, it's just part of it. You see, you have a little plastic here from, I guess, where they made it. But overall, there is tons of detail in here. You got a lot of little, I like all these little rips. Like he's just been in a kick-ass fight. My favorite part is probably on these figures, these heads that come with the half Hulk and half Spider-Man. They're just killer. I mean, it just turns it into a different figure. You got a little, he got a little, like a bang there on his head. So there's that blue one. Here's that black one up close. Same thing. Tons of detail right here with the rips, like he was in a fight or something. Rips on the arm. Oh yeah, and there's a they turn at the waist. I did not say that earlier. And the head turns. Now they say head, and it comes with two of them. You could switch them out, like I switched them out. They came with the Spider-Man head on them. But I'll tell you this much. Changing out the head was challenging. I don't know, it's a rough fit. Like I struggled. It took me about probably 45 minutes for each figure to switch out from the Spider-Man head to the half Spider-Man, half Hulk head. It took me about a good 45 minutes. Only because it's so, I guess there's like a little circle, like a prong, or I don't know what you call it, that's there, and you pop this one off, as you can see, and you put the other ones just like that, and you need to slip this one on there, and it's just rough. It is challenging, but it is doable. I mean, I just want to be honest on here. It isn't just take off and put on. You're going to have to put some elbow grease into it. And here's the silver one, which is also, I mean, they all got this detail to work. But they are heavy figures. They're not cheap figures. I want to say, you know, I like these figures better than some of the figures we find at our local retailers. I mean, they just feel like you actually got something. They're heavy. I know the figures that I've gotten recently at Walmart, they just feel like hollow plastic. Like, it just feels like there's nothing. Like, they just feel very low quality. I mean, these aren't the best. I mean, like I said, the paint job, I don't know if they do it by hand or what, but they feel heavy. They look badass. I mean, I'm going to end up displaying these. They're not going to be played with, I guess you should say. They're just going to be displayed. So, for a displayed piece, I mean, these are really kick-ass figures. I really do like them. I did get the 3 colors that the seller had. Let me get a Marvel, I think it's a Marvel Select figure I have, just to compare size. So let me get a big figure I have. So currently right next to me, the only big figure I have handy right now, let me give him a little dust off. He has been sitting on the shelf. Is one of my favorite, not only characters, but one of my favorite big figures that Marvel Select made. This figure is probably what really got me started into collecting bigger figures. But here's a comparison. So I got the Marvel Diamond Select from mid-2000s, early 2000s Juggernaut. So if you're pretty into figures, if you're a collector or just have some knowledge of figures in general, you know that Juggernaut is a big character, and Diamond Select made their Juggernaut pretty big. I mean, he's a big figure. Let's break out a measuring tape. So we got him standing probably right under 9. Right under 9, and we'll go right under 6 with the width. He's a big figure. He's a heavy figure. He's a high, like you could feel it's good quality figure here. For those of y'all, that's the Marvel Diamond Select. So let's take one of these Spider Hulks and put him right in front of the Juggernaut. He outsizes him. He outsizes him. You can see it right there. I might have the camera too zoomed in. He does outsize Juggernaut. That's just so that way y'all could get a little bit of an idea of how big these bootleg figures are. Let me stack so Juggernaut is I'd say losing the battle here with the size. I mean they're now that I'm looking, they're somewhat similar in size, very similar in size. I just have to say maybe because of Juggernaut's helmet and the way his head is placed on here, he might be a little shorter. But as far as the width on these bootleg figures, they're right under 6.5. So they are a little bit wider. Those bootleg figures are a little wider. But I mean, I'm just doing this side by side comparison so y'all could get a feeling, or I mean, should I say, get a look at the size difference. And this is the Marvel Diamond Select figure. So I do got one more other figure I want to show you that is a bootleg figure. I was gonna do a video on its own. So real quick, before we jump into that other bootleg figure I got, let's do another close-up. Let me try to get this camera over here. And we'll bring him a little closer. This blue one's probably my favorite one of the 3. We'll spin him around. So yeah, just wanted to give you a little closer view. The camera doesn't really do them that much justice. They are cooler in person. They are heavy. I wish I should have weighed them before I made this video, but they are heavier than that Juggernaut, so hopefully that might help. And the fists turn as well. I didn't say that. So the fists do turn. Let me get that other figure I was telling you all about. And it is Deadpool Venomized. That is another bootleg figure. This one's a little smaller than the Spider Hulks. Not as wide, of course. Again, here's Juggernaut. Now, those two figures, I'd have to say they're probably about the same size. These two figures here. They're about the same size. So this is another bootleg figure that Venomized Deadpool. The only thing about this one that's different from the 3 in the back, the 3 Spider Hulks, is the elbows don't bend. His arm moves, elbows don't bend. His weapon is removable. So it came with the weapon. His fist turn. So the fist, the hands turn. Weapons removable. Elbow, it doesn't bend at elbows. It does the hips do twist, and his feet turn. Knees don't bend. The head does move somewhat. Yeah, I guess you could say. Like, this is more of a display piece. Here are his swords. Comes with 2 swords. I guess you could, well, I mean, you could take out that pistol and put a sword on there, but this is more of a display piece, I'd say. The knees and elbows don't bend. I mean, it is a... This one you could tell it's like straight up bootleg figure. As far as the elbows and knees not bending, I kind of don't like that. I do like the bend in those areas for figures, because you could kind of pose them a certain way and display them. But I just had to pick this up because it was just... I mean, I have him right now on the shelf. I found a spot for this one quick, and it's just it just looks badass. So let's get a closer look at him. Let me move the camera this time. As you can see, I do think they paint these by hand. You can see right here where the black spills over into the red. And the price point on these were $30, so I think for 30 bucks, even the Spiderhawks, as you can see, there's like a little silver here. That's what I mean. They're painted by hand, but they're badass. They're sick. They're nice. They're nice pieces to have displayed. Something very different, which is what I like. Something that's different is definitely something that's gonna attract my attention. I mean, you know, all collectors want something that not everyone has. I'm sure maybe in areas of the United States these are popular somewhere, border towns. I live close to a border, and I have never seen them in my area. So I don't know if you guys have these figures, if you guys buy these figures, if y'all know where to get them, drop a comment in my video, please. It'd be much, or should I say greatly appreciated, because I do want to get my hands on some more figures like this. The guy on eBay, he has a small selection of them. But if y'all know where these come from, if y'all have any more info on them, please feel free to comment on the video, because I am interested myself knowing who makes these, where they're made, where can I get more. You know, it does interest me. But these Spiderhawks, I'd have to rank out of a scale of 10. As far what I'm ranking is badass. I know this is not a word, but badassness or like how sick these figures are. I'd give them a 8.9 out of 10. 8.9 out of 10. I really have never given nothing a 10, so that should tell you a lot. But these figures they're just badass. A lot of people might think, including myself, before I owned any sort of bootleg figure, I always questioned, why would people want bootleg figures? Like, why wouldn't you just buy like McFarlane's or, you know, big time company toy maker stuff? You know, I mean, it just was something that always came to my mind. But now that I actually own these 4, I could see where you're willing to spend the 30 bucks on a bootleg figure. Especially the Venomized Deadpool is badass. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking him. But when we get into these Spiderhawks, I mean, for 30 bucks, for 30 bucks, they're just, I mean, I think that's a deal. Just by the way they just the way they look displayed, I think they look badass. But I don't know. I think for $30 these bootleg figures, I think it's fair. I think it is fair. And now I know why people. I know some people that are after bootleg figures and they pick them up and they love them. I know there's some bootleg figures that are, I guess they put a little twist on them. I did see somebody with Joker, Homer Simpson. So it was like Homer Simpson, but like Joker eyes. I don't know, but it looked badass. I wish I could have picked something up like that, but again, these bootleg figures are really cool. If you do get a chance to pick something up like these Spider-Hawks, even the Venomized Deadpool, I would pick them up, at least one. They're if you're a collector, you have a lot of pieces displayed, they are shelf worthy. They are worth, putting on the shelf because they look badass. So again, guys, I know this video is a little different. I know usually I check out the toy aisles, or should I say the action figure aisle and the Hot Wheel aisle, but I mean, my local Walmart's just been lacking and there's been nothing new. I went yesterday and they put a lot of stuff on clearance. There's a lot of spots on the shelves. If you see my previous video, I show everyone the empty pegs and the holes on the shelves. I think the manager said the end of April, beginning of March is when he thinks that stuff's gonna start getting pretty packed and stocked up there in the action figure aisle. How true it is, I don't know. He might just be telling me that to get me out of his way. But again, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I do go to retail stores looking for new figures, so if you're into that, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you guys for taking some time out of your day to check out this video and these figures that I found on the internet that are badass. I appreciate y'all taking some time and watching my content. Again, guys, y'all have a good one. Big thanks and be safe.